Oyster farming in North Carolina is really important. Our wild capture fishery has been steadily declining, and there's less different avenues for commercial fishermen to pursue to keep themselves, in business and on the water. The state has a goal of this industry being worth around like $30 million, but there are these big die-off events that have occurred usually around Mother's Day, where farmers can lose up to 90% of their crops. And over the last few years, it's happened a little later, but the mortality is still the same. My name is Colin Eimers. I'm a PhD student at the UNC Institute of Marine Sciences. So my research is composed of kind of multiple components, all around oyster farming, but primarily oyster mortality. One component of my research is trying to understand why that might be happening. So I'm doing a lot of analysis of water samples where some of these oysters are grown to see what might be in the water that's triggering these die-off events. In my day-to-day research, I'll be going out to farms and looking for mortality. We're trying to pinpoint, what environmental triggers might be causing it. So we go out, we're taking environmental parameter measurements like dissolved oxygen content, salinity, water temperature, and conductivity. And then also collecting a water sample that's brought back to the lab for a ddPCR analysis, where we're looking for different bacteria and pathogens in the water. And then the second component is more like a social science, like through the lens of the farmer, trying to help farmers understand what they can do to avoid loss until we breed around the issue. This collaborative project has been great because we're talking to farmers throughout the state. It's really important that we're interacting with the farmers that we work with. A lot of times work in academia just kind of happens behind the scenes, and the people who really need to see that work aren't always in on what's going on or not able to see it. I have pretty high hopes for the industry because there is progress being made every day. NC State, UNC, and UNC Wilmington are all working on this at the same time, and so I think there's a lot of great minds working together. We want people who have lived here their entire lives to be able to stay here for the rest of their lives, and we want their families to be here long after they're gone.